Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending your class today, keeping up your practice. The little bit you do is always going to add up, and you'll notice. Okay, let's start our session with some centering. Get your hands in prayer position. You want to stand with your feet about hip width apart or slightly closer. Have the back of your thumb rest against the sternum and feel the energy as you breathe, moving inside. And note what is happening throughout the body. Okay, slowly releasing. Now let's get to warm up. So work your fingers in and out a few times. And rotate your hands at the wrists. And in the other direction. Work your arms in and out. Inhaling out and exhaling in. Release, work your shoulders. Early in the morning, especially if it is just a little while after you have gotten up, you want to warm up. Rotate your shoulders in the other direction. Release, look over your left shoulder and your right. As you do so, make sure you are breathing. Don't hold your breath. Come back to neutral. Flex your neck up and down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Back to neutral. Rotate your hand. And in the other direction. And back to neutral. Okay. Now let's start with Tadasana. Keep your feet together and bringing your arms up, locking your arms at the elbows. Nice, easy, deep breathing. You can think of a source of energy at your navel or slightly below on the Swadhisthana chakra, and as you inhale, feel the energy rising up from that point, traversing through the trunk, the core, the arms, reaching the fingertips, energizing all along. Think of the mountain, think of the challenges that you're trying to solve. Know that you are as strong as the mountain, and you'll be able to get through those. That's what the Tadasana is for. Let's release the arms down, and now let's try a few sequences with hero posture. Okay, so go ahead and get your feet apart about 3 or 4 feet. Point your left foot to the side, right inside. We're doing this a little differently today. So you're going to rotate your hips square with the legs. Okay, you can adjust the distance between the 2 feet. Bend that front leg at the knee. Then get your arms up into hero. This is hero 1. Hold and breathe. Again, the hero reminds you of the strength within yourself. The strength to do what you need to do. From here, straighten your leg, turn to face the front, okay, and then get your arms parallel to the mat, look over the left shoulder. Your right leg, or the one at the back, is still turned inward about 60 degrees. Your hips are open though this time compared to the first variation we did in. So this is hero 2. And release. Okay, come back to standing and shake your arms. We'll try hero 3 later on, but first let's try hero 1 and 2 on the other side, on the right side. So back to your stance and point your right foot to the side, left inside, as you rotate your hips square with the legs. Okay, then bend that front leg at the knee, trying to get the shin as vertical and the thigh as parallel as possible. Then raise your arms up into hero 1. Nice easy breathing. And release. And now into hero 2, keeping the feet just the way they were earlier. but you're rotating your hips so that they are facing the front and the arms parallel to the mat. And release. Okay, and then shake your arms. Now let's try the Hero 3. You need a chair or you need to be close to a wall if you find it hard to do it independently. So let's try this. So what you want to do, point your left foot to the side, right inside, and you want to lean onto the chair. Okay, you got to position it such that you can lengthen your spine. Okay, this is Hero 3. So get a good lengthening or stretching of your spine here. The back should be as flat as possible. And come back up. That was a good stretch. Now you can feel that energy flowing, right, with the Hero postures. It's a good way to start the morning. Now let's try the Hero 3 on the other side. So what we do is point the right foot to the side, left inside. Okay, and then we are going to lean onto the chair, trying to extend it so that the spine and the back is flat. Hold and breathe. Release. Okay, come back to standing, shake your arms. All right, let's put the chair away. And back to standing. Now Vrikshasana or the tree. So go ahead and stand on your right, and the left leg you can bend it, hold it in front like this, or you can fold it and place it on the right thigh. Keep your eyesight on the ground, hands in prayer position, hold and breathe. And then slowly release your arms. Shake the leg on which you're standing. So when you practice Vrikshasana, the leg on which you're standing, you got to relax it. If you hold it tight, it has a tendency to shake. Secondly, your eyesight should be on the ground, on a static object, stable object. That way you don't get distracted. Let's try Vrikshasana on the other side. And if you're new to yoga, you can use a wall or chair for support as well. And then releasing, shaking the leg on which you are standing. Let's try the chair, the standing chair. So you want to stand with your feet hip width apart, and you want to sit down with your kneecap behind the toes. Raise your arms up, lengthening your back. Hold and breathe. Trying to release as much tension as possible from your legs. And you can do that by breathing. Okay, if you breathe well and bring your attention to the legs, that will help. Now slowly release them. Arms down, back to neutral. Good set of standing postures to start the energy flowing. Now let's try some sun salutations, okay? But first let's prepare for it. So we are going to do what is called as body rolls. So you're just going to stand, feet hip width apart or slightly closer, and then you're just going to roll the spine as you reach down, and then as you come up, trying to unwind the spine. So try this a few times. One more time. Back to standing. Now let's hold the back bend for a few breaths. So hands up, looking up and back. Continue to breathe. And now into forward bend. Okay, again hold and breathe. If you find it hard to keep the leg straight, it's okay to bend it. Hold the elbows, let the weight of your trunk in, arms pull down on the lower back, hold. And breathe. And slowly come back up to neutral. So that's a good way to loosen up the spine. And now walk up to 3/4 of your mat. We'll try sun salutation, the intermediate version. If you find this hard, you can try the simpler one. We have practiced earlier in one of the classes. Start with hands in prayer position. Take a breath. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, left foot to the back, lunge, sit down low if you can, downward dog, and stretch. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog, downward dog, right foot ahead, lunge, and standing forward bend. Exhale. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Inhale, back bend, exhale, standing forward bend. And then inhale, right foot to the back, lunge, and you can sit down, downward dog, exhale, stretch. Inhale, upward dog, downward dog, left foot ahead, lunge, and standing forward bend. Exhale. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Just let the breathing settle down. And now let's get down to the mat and sit. You can try most of these seated postures even on a chair. Let the breathing settle down again. Hold your hands in Jnana Mudra, which is index fingers and thumb in a loop, rest of the fingers stretched out, palm facing up. Alright, now take your hands to the back, hold the right wrist and then gently bend towards the left knee, letting go of your trunk with each exhalation. Come back up to neutral. Switching hands at the back, hold the left wrist and you want to bend towards the right knee. Come back up to neutral. Now bring your fingers to the front, walk the fingers away, stretching your back, head down, hold and breathe. And back to vertical now. Go ahead and let's warm up the hip joint. in bound angle posture, feet together in front. Hold the toes, pull them up, sit up as straight as possible, and try taking nice deep breaths. Now, slowly as you exhale, you want to reach forward and down. Keep your heels away from your body if it helps. So this will take some time, okay? Let's give it as much time as possible to settle down. And come back up, right? And good loosening up of the back. Let's try the twist. You're going to first turn to your left. So place the right hand on the outside of the left knee, okay? As using that as a pivot or a fulcrum, you want to turn to your left and back, placing the hand at the back closer to the body so that it can help keep the back straight. Hold and breathe. Look over the left shoulder. Come back to neutral. All right, now let's try the twist on the right side. So place the left hand on the outside of your right knee, and again turning to your right and back. Look over the right shoulder, completing the twist. So if you check with your sit bones, both of them should be in contact with the mat. So just turn to the extent where those two stay in contact. And back to neutral. Okay. Now let's get onto a table position. Hands below your shoulders and knees below the hips. Inhale, tailbone up, head up, spine arching towards the mat. Exhale, pushing the spine into the ceiling. So slowly work your spine, one vertebrae at a time. and back to neutral. Okay, let's stretch the left leg up parallel to the mat and extend your right arm to the front. Look down, hold and breathe. Release. Back to neutral. This time right leg up and left arm to the front. Hold and breathe. Release. And you want to sit down in diamond posture if you can. Stretching those ankles. Keep your knees slightly apart. You want to reach forward and down and stretch your arms to the front. Get a good stretch in your back. Hold and breathe, okay? From here, back to table. Now you want to push yourself into downward dog. And release. Okay, now let's come back and into easy posture, Sukhasana, and let's practice some pranayama and meditation. So first off, let's hold the hands in Gnana Mudra. So you want to form a loop with your index and thumb fingers. Rest of the fingers stretched out. Back of the wrists on the knees, elbows hanging loose, down. Turn your attention to your breathing. And you can chant any mantra mentally if you want to. You can just be the word Om, or it can just be some affirmation like I am strong with each breath. Okay, let's try that. bring your attention to the Ajna chakra, the wisdom chakra between the two eyebrows. As you breathe in, let the energy converge into that space, energizing and letting go as you exhale. Now release. Okay, come back to the present moment. Let's practice Jalandhara Bandha. So go ahead and inhale. You want to hold the breath and then drop your chin down, locking the throat, holding the breath. Hold as long as you're comfortable, and then whenever you're ready to breathe, let go. Okay. Try it one more time. Finally, see if you can do Dhyana, the abdominal lock. So you want to lean forward, expel the air from your system forcefully, quickly, and as you create that vacuum, you maintain that vacuum and relax the diaphragm and pull the diaphragm into your spine. Okay, let's give it a try. And finally, just let's close with a mudra, which is just hold your palm facing forward, okay, with your fingers lightly stretched. Place your left hand on the leg or on your lap. Keep your hand at the height of your chest, heart. It's called Abhaya Mudra. It's what you will see in many of the deities. They are assuring support and strength for those who believe in what they need to do. As a giver of strength, you will find the strength within yourself. And with that, let's end today's session. Thank you for attending. Have a wonderful weekend. Keep up your practice.